Presidential debates are a crucial component of the U.S. election cycle and often generate heated discussions and passionate reactions from the public. Over the years, some remarkable moments have taken place on these stages, resulting in some unforgettable debates. In this video, we'll be counting down the top 10 most memorable presidential debate moments in U.S. history as we gear up for the upcoming presidential election. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have Al Gore's audible sighs and expressions of frustration during the 2000 presidential debate. Gore's sighs became a focal point of discussion, highlighting the importance of body language and demeanor in debates.
Texas, that's what a governor gets to do. There's differences.
Coming in at number 9, we have George H.W. Bush's glance at his watch during a debate with Bill Clinton and Ross Perot in 1992. This moment was seen as a sign of disinterest and became symbolic of disconnect with voters' concerns.
Right here.
Yes, how has the national debt personally affected?
At number 8, we have Michael Dukakis' response to a question about supporting the death penalty if his wife were raped and murdered during the 1988 presidential debate. Dukakis' answer was criticized for lacking empathy and emotional resonance.
If Kitty Dukakis were raped and murdered, would you favor an irrevocable death penalty for the killer?
No, I don't, Bernard, and I think you know that I've opposed the death penalty during all of my life. I don't see any evidence that it's a deterrent, and I think there are better and more effective ways to deal with violence.
Moving on to number 7, we have Donald Trump's refusal to commit to accepting the election results during the 2016 presidential debate. This moment raised concerns about the peaceful transition of power and the integrity of the electoral process.
Sir, that you will absolutely accept the result of this election.
I will look at it at the time. I'm not looking at anything now. I'll look at it at the time.
Coming in at number 6, we have John Kerry's statement, "I actually did vote for the $87 billion before I voted against it," during the 2004 presidential debate. Kerry's remarks were seen as contradictory and became a focal point of criticism from his opponents.
I actually did vote for the $87 billion before I voted against it.
And he voted against the $87 billion supplemental to provide equipment for our troops, and then said he actually did vote for it before he voted against it. It's not what Commander-in-Chief does when you're...
Breaking into the top 5, we have Ronald Reagan's iconic line, "There you go again," during the 1980 presidential debate. Reagan's witty remark effectively countered Jimmy Carter's criticisms, showcasing his ability to deflect attacks with humor.
Governor Reagan, again, typically is against such a proposal.
Governor, there you go again. When I opposed Medicare.
At number 4, we have Ronald Reagan's famous quip, "I'm not going to exploit, for political purposes, my opponent's youth and inexperience," during the 1984 presidential debate. This humorous moment highlighted Reagan's charm and wit.
Any doubt in your mind that you would be able to function in such circumstances?
Not at all, Mr. Truitt, and I want you to know that also I will not make age an issue of this campaign. I am not going to exploit, for political purposes, my opponent's youth and inexperience.
Taking the third spot, we have Gerald Ford's statement, "There is no Soviet domination in Eastern Europe," during the 1976 presidential debate. Ford's remarks were widely criticized and highlighted the importance of foreign policy knowledge in debates.
There is no Soviet domination of Eastern Europe, and there never will be under a Ford administration.
I'm sorry, could I just follow? Did I understand you to say, sir, that the Russians are not using Eastern Europe as their own sphere of influence and occupying more?
In the runner-up position at number 2, we have Barack Obama's memorable line, "Please proceed, Governor," during the 2012 presidential debate. Obama's calm response effectively diffused a tense moment and showcased his composure under pressure.
It was an act of terror.
It was not a spontaneous
proceed.
demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record, because it took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
He did, in fact, sir. So let me call it an act of terror.
Can you say that a little louder, Candy?
He did call it an act of terror. It did as well take 2 weeks or so for the...
And finally, claiming the top spot at number 1, we have Hillary Clinton's remark about Donald Trump's temperament and the possibility of him having his finger on the nuclear button during the 2016 presidential debate. This moment highlighted concerns about Trump's suitability for the presidency and left a lasting impact on the campaign.
Bottom line on nuclear weapons is that when the president gives the order, it must be followed. There's about 4 minutes between the order being given and the people responsible for launching nuclear weapons to do so. And that's why 10 people who have had that awesome responsibility have come out and in an unprecedented way said they would not trust Donald Trump with the nuclear codes or to have his finger on the nuclear button.
Presidential debates have produced some of the most memorable moments in American political history, shaping public perceptions and influencing election outcomes. Which debate moment do you think was the most memorable? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.